to just wrap up this afternoon now, I'd like to invite Stephen Woodford up from the PA. The AA. That's it. Oh, I was trying to do it without checking my notes. Thank you very much, and thanks everyone for coming along.
Thank you. Well, I actually hadn't looked around in the room for a while, and obviously the audience has thinned out somewhat since we started this morning, but it's great to see you all here. Thank you very much for staying, and obviously do join us for lunch. But I really want to pick up on what Glenn just said there. There was a great theme there about the Scottish government and the UK government not caring enough about Scotch whisky. And we've seen all the reasons why they should be really caring about this. And we saw that we led, I think, a very hard-fought lobby against the restrictions that the Scottish government were, in a completely misguided fashion, looking to put on the alcohol industry. So we had a success, but these things the battle's never won. We have to keep going. I think the same thing could be applied about the advertising industry. I don't think the Scottish government care enough about the advertising industry. I don't think the UK government care enough about the advertising industry. And that's our job as a trade body. So the Advertising Association exists to bring together the whole industry to make those people care. And the lady up there asked the question about what trade body is here to represent the Scottish industry. I'll give you a clue. It's called AA Scotland. So the Advertising Association is here in Scotland. We are really trying to bring the whole industry together. There's also the Marketing Society here in Scotland. The IPA is here in Scotland. Our job is all to work together as trade bodies to make the most of the potential that this fantastic industry has here in Scotland. So we can only do this as trade bodies and membership organisations if people join us and if people turn up. And that's the great thing. We had a president called Keith Weed, who was the CMO of Unilever for many years, and he said 80% of success is turning up. So turning up is really important. We heard something today about the sort of Presbyterian modesty of Scotland and not wanting to be too boastful or being too upfront about how good the industry is here. I think that needs to be thrown away, that attitude. We have to fight and we have to promote and we have to get on planes and we have to turn up. And I think Marie and LS Productions absolutely embodies that, because you're never off or out of the press or off TV, and one of the great champions of the Scottish industry. So we need more people like Marie in terms of championing the industry, and we've heard some great stories this morning. Now, the lead brand is all about where politics meets advertising, and we've had a fantastic morning of politics this morning. Damien Collins gave a fantastic overview of all the regulation legislation that's going through at the moment. We had a brilliant Scottish political panel, and we had the fantastic Kenny Farquharson make 3 more predictions that we'll come back and test him on, because we'll be back again in 2 years' time. So Lead Scotland, our first one was 2019. We meant to come back in 2021, but obviously the pandemic got in the way of that. So we're back again now. We'll be doing it every 2 years from now on. So we'll be back again in 2025. Next year, and this may sound like we're almost letting the side down here, but we're a national, and we're representing the nations and regions of advertising in the UK. We're a national organisation. Next year we're going to be doing Lead North, and we're going to be doing it in Manchester. And I think the really interesting thing, but that employment data, which I think has shocked a lot of people here in the room, it shocked us too. We were really surprised to see that decline in that core agency and media owner employment. And what was so profound is not just that jobs have gone to London, but Manchester. The success of nearly 8,000 jobs in Manchester have grown in that period of time. So I think one of the things that we're going to do, because we don't know the answers to how we stop that decline in Scotland and get the industry growing again. I think turning up, promoting, doing all the things that we've heard this morning about that drive business success are absolutely key to this. But we want to learn from that. Let's use Lead North actually as an opportunity to learn why the Manchester business has been so successful, and what are the lessons that the Scottish industry can learn. There was a great, I can't remember who said it this morning about it was Damien, said all about putting ideas out there for everyone. It's very transparent, I think, why Manchester's been so successful, and we can learn from that here in Scotland. So we're here to represent the industry. There are other great trade bodies that are here to represent the industry. Our only limitations, frankly, as trade organisations, is how many people turn up, how many people join. It's not huge amounts of money, but without money, nothing happens. So we've got a fantastic core group of AA Scotland members. We're working very, very closely with them. We've got a fantastic team in Scotland, and I want to pay particular tribute to Sharon Lloyd-Barnes Right at the very back, modestly. So if the AA in Scotland wants to champion the Scottish business, the champion of the Scottish business in the AA is Sharon. So Sharon is always, always promoting Scotland and making sure it's high on our agenda. So I really want to thank her, but I also want to thank the rest of the AA team who put so much hard work into this event, because obviously there's a team back in London, there's a team here that are delivering events like this and making sure we have this incredible array of speakers. It's been an amazing morning. I don't know how you feel about it. I feel I've taken so many notes. We're going to be writing lots and lots of follow-up to this. We've got, I think, at least 4 op-eds going into the media in the next few weeks to reflect on today's events. But I would really my final plea, turn up, support us, help this work, and the collective power of this industry will reverse that decline in jobs. But thank you very much to the AA team, Suzanne, Phoebe, Lewis, Mariella, there's a whole load, Matt, there's a whole load of people around the room. So much work has gone into this. But thank you most of all to all of you for turning up and being here and making this a great success. So thank you very much. And I think, finally, thank you, Chris. Fantastic compare. So a round of applause for Chris. Really brilliant host.